free. Before we start the video, I actually want to put my correction just to double check real phones. Let's do that. Real phones. My correction plugin is real phones. This is the one that I'm using, guys. I really love this thing. And I use this one. Favorites. So I use this one to correct my headphones. LZ MM500, but I don't want the 100% correction, so I use this processed version. This is my individual curve. So this is my individual curve that I send to real phones. Anyways, this is not our topic today, so I'm just using this to double check my harshness, you know, because my headphones is really nice, but I have a little bit lack of highs in this area, so if something gets harsh, I may not be able to hear it. So that's why I'm putting that like a security, you know, just so that we know what we're talking about. So I'm gonna mute it for now. So what we're gonna do today, guys, we're gonna test this Kraftur plugin, and we're gonna demonstrate. We're gonna decide if this is a plugin or if it's a super tool. So you're probably new to this channel, and I'm new to this channel too. I just opened up like 10 minutes ago. I said I'm just gonna do this to save time to people, because when I type this plugin, I'm very curious. Sound Theory, guys. This is the company. Let me show you everything about these dudes. Sound Theory, right? This is the company. So they made, let's talk about that, right? So they made this Gullfoss equalizer, and Gullfoss equalizer, it's like a dynamic equalizer. When you put it on your mix or master, it balances out on the equalizer. But unfortunately, now we have so much better versions of this one. And I do understand these guys did a really good job back in the day. And I remember Kashmir, all those big dance music producers were using Sound Theory's Gullfoss equalizer. All of them were using this. But now we have like so much better tools. I mean, I'm sorry guys, like you can't sell this Gullfoss anymore because we have Ozone. We have clarity on Ozone. We have stabilizer on Ozone. Does exactly the same thing. Like guys, this is just, now we are like falling behind, right? When you look at the company, yeah, it's nice. You guys did a really good job back in the day, but now like it's time to get something really good, so you can get the market back again, because you lost that. Everybody's like buying Ozone now. The reason is because like it comes with Gullfoss already, you know. It's ridiculous. It comes with everything. Okay, so now let's just, I don't want to try Sound Theory. I'm sure these are good people, but I gotta help out my own friends, right? So they've been asking me about this Kraftur plugin. They were asking me, hey, what's your opinion on this one? So I got this in my email. I was like, wow, okay, Sound Theory, new plugin. Let me see. I was very excited. I had my high expectations, and I'm not gonna say much. Let's just talk about it. Let's just, you know, just load the plugin and we decide if it's a super tool or if it's a plugin. So we are all new to this channel. Super tool, when I say super tool, means that it's hard to replace. It's hard to replace. You can get a bunch of plugins to get one job done. Plugins are plugins. Super tools, irreplaceable. You can't replace them. There's not one single plugin does the same thing, right? And if you want to pay for plugins, please go ahead, pay for Waves plugins, because you have to use like 200 plugins to get one job done. So go ahead, spend that money. But if you are after super tools, because super tools really can get good job done. That way you don't really have to like look for 200 bunch of other options. And it saves you time. What is a super tool? My definition of super tool is like, does it save you time? Yes. Right? Or does it make you overthink? No. If it makes you overthink, if it makes you like forces you to dial in and you still can't get it sound good, then that's a plugin. That's not a super tool. That's trying to be super tool, but it's not there yet. Just like Isotope's vocal synth. I'm like, bro, couldn't you guys just like do a better job with like give some extreme, really nice sounding presets at least? Because it's so hard to dial in. It's so hard to get that thing sound good. I'm talking about Isotope, Vocus. Let's just talk about that another day. But this is like Kraftur video, right? So you guys asked for it. I'm just doing the Kraftur video. So okay, this was like a track that I made. Yeah, I just used the vocals from a remix competition, but everything is me. Everything else, the entire production is me. So I'm just gonna mute the vocals that I use from because original, those are vocals. The girls' vocals are from an actual track. Cut Your Lows Loose. That's the name of the track. So now let's see what Kraftur can do for us. So far, I've seen over the YouTube, guys. When you go on YouTube, when you type Kraftur, this is normally like what you see. They present it. So we're gonna touch all these stuff. They present this plugin as a saturation loudness enhancer. So first of all, red flag number one, they don't want to call it a multiband saturator. Red flag. Why? They don't want to call it a multiband saturator. Why? Why do you think so? Because we have Saturn. That's why. We have the king of multiband saturation, and that's Saturn. Believe me, I've tested like a bunch of plugins. There's nothing can replace this thing, guys. Nothing. And I'm not gonna like praise Saturn right now because it's not our topic. It's Kraftur is our topic. But I have something to compare. When we look at the definition of the plugin, right? They don't want to say straight, oh, multi-band saturated, because then it's going to be the competition is going to be Saturn and it can't be Saturn. So that's why they call it like saturator loudness enhancer. That's how they present the plugin. When you go on YouTube, you're gonna see all these like paid promotion. By the way, like I feel the pain in those guys' eyes because they're like, oh my god, why would somebody pay for it? And I feel so bad for them because they don't want to recommend it, but I guess they're making money from it. So you're gonna see all those paid promotion videos, but you're gonna see the pain in those guys' eyes, literally, because they just probably just doing it for money, like I felt bad for them. Like they have the affiliate link. Why not? Just because what happens, guys, when you go on their YouTube, when you click on that link, so they give you like a link, right? There's link, right? Provided in the YouTube. So when you click on that link, they make money from it. They make money from you clicking to a link and downloading the trial, literally. They have like an arrangement with these companies, right? So they kind of need you to click on that link. So the agreement is most of the time they're like, oh my god, okay, then why not download the trial? Why do you think these YouTubers keep asking you to, they're trying to convince you to download the trial? You're going to keep seeing this, guys. They're not going to tell you directly, oh, go buy it. But you're going to keep seeing this, download the trial, because they gave you a link. Now you're going to click on the link. You're going to download the trial, meaning you're going to test it. And you may actually, if you download the trial, your rate will increase of purchasing the plugin. So that kind of it drives traffic to the website. So that's like all funneling thing. And it's just so, yeah, it's just like business, like all business, guys. So you're going to see all these YouTubers, they're going to respond to your commands. They respond to my comments. I asked them like, this is not good enough. My bro, how can you like recommend this? Like, you want me to pay for this? Like, how would you expect me to pay for this? And then they're like, no, just download the trial. And the moment you download the trial, you click on that link, meaning they make money. These people have like thousands of followers, guys. That's how they make money. That's their job. So you have to understand the difference between an actual music producer who is actually working and making, you know, like spending the money on this and thinking like, this is my investment, this is my main career, it's my investment, meaning I actually am paying for those. I'm not receiving these in my email for free. That's the difference. So there's a reason that I've opened up this channel to help you guys. There's like a difference between a plugin and a super tool. Don't pay for plugins, pay for super tools. And I'm going to convince you to save your money. Save your freaking money. I'm sorry, but like I get emotional on this because like, I mean, another reason I get emotional on this because like if you're going to sell me a plugin, just do it right. Give me something good and I'm willing to pay for it. Because we are the ones paying for it. Those YouTubers don't pay for it. We are the ones who are actually paying for this stuff. So why not take our words? Why not do it right? Why not hire a couple of engineers? And I figured that you guys are not going to do it. And in this channel, I'm just going to show you guys, I don't want to trash your plugins. Companies, come after me, definitely. I don't care. I'm not like this channel, I'll just open up. It's gonna grow like crazy. I'm telling you. And guess what? I'm a chick. So so when I turn my camera on, I look hot. So there's like a huge difference, you know, like, and I'm telling the truth. Right? So let's get super real here because you guys are all about marketing, right? Okay, then I'll be all about marketing too. I'm just gonna tell the truth. And guess what? I'll turn my camera. Why not? Got a nice face. At least I've brushed my teeth. Many of these YouTubers, when I see them, like, do you ever guys brush your teeth? Like, makes me laugh sometimes. Like, bro, you're making money from this. Like, how about you just like, I don't know. Okay, guys, so I'm not gonna get to those topics. I'll probably cut this part of the video because it sound like a add a marker. Yeah. So let's just talk about Kraftur. So again, the reason they don't want to represent the plugin as a multi-band saturation is because then the moment they say it's a multi-band saturation is then it's going to have the rival, and rival is the Saturn 2 from FabFilter. So that's why. So now you understand why they don't represent it as a multi-band saturation, because then I'm going to compare it to Saturn. So let's just grab Saturn as well, but I'm not going to open Saturn right now. I'm not going to turn the Saturn on. We're just going to wait. We're going to test the Kraftur first. Okay, guys. Okay. Now let's check, guys. Let's check everything. So, okay, let's listen to the beat. Okay, so there's a really cool trick that I want to show you before we talk about this thing. There's a really cool trick that I want to show you. Where is that? This one? Was it this one? Let's show you guys. Okay. See, I was not lying. I literally just opened up this channel like 2 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, something. Okay. It's a really cool trick, guy. Okay, so I go to Saturn website. So we're gonna check what these guys did, because like it's a little bit complicated to get what the plugin is doing, and accidentally you can find some good settings by playing for hours without knowing what you're doing. You can do that as well. But if you have like any questions, we're gonna go here, we're gonna look at this thing. I mean, how nice it looks, right? Okay, so we can look at this one. Okay, so this one is like drive. So on YouTube I saw people are saying that this is like an input signal. Input of what? Yeah, YouTubers saying that this is like an input signal. Input signal, and then they call it drive. And the more you push it, it's just gonna add the drive. So at this point, input is 0. Yeah, now we get that part. I don't want to get too technical here, but we can totally use this. Another trick that I was gonna show you, let's just keep this one open, right? So we can tell what this thing is doing. I'm gonna copy, Command C. I'm gonna Command A, the whole thing. Yeah, it selects the whole thing, right? Command C, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna paste. Hey, GPT, read this mail from me because I will have questions. Read and just wait. Okay, so I'm copied and pasted the manual to ChatGPT. Okay, got it. I've read the manual for the Saturn Kraftur one. Feel free to ask any questions. Look at this, guys. Like, oh, a lot of the times that I'm trying to, like, direct you to the right direction, and this is your teacher. Copy and paste it to ChatGPT. Now it reads the manual for you because you don't have to like go through all those like words and word by word to try to find out your answer. Okay, so now it did the reading for you. So now you can ask any questions. What is the drive knob on this plugin does exactly? Can you explain like a 3-year-old? Like I'm like a 3-year-old. Can I think? Oh, sure thing. Right now is the volume knob how much you want make the sound louder and crunchier when it turned up. Makes sound louder as with a form. Drive knob on this plugin. What is it doing? Okay. Kraftur. Yes, just thinking. I don't know what happened there. Increase the level of the input signal. Okay, now we got the answer. Okay, so that's the input signal. Include saturation. Turn it becomes louder. Increase the signal gets louder. I can start distorting. This is not really like the output of the dry. It's like the input, so it's just pushing the input to the saturation. Okay. Doesn't change the volume of the original dry signal, only the processed wet signals. Okay, so now it makes sense finally, because like I don't get it. Like when you put the drive, okay. So this means like you're increasing the amount of the saturation on the signal. So this is not really your input signal. Then why do you present like it's an input signal? It's ridiculous, guys. Like it's very interesting because I see the YouTubers saying that, oh, that's the input signal. No, it makes sense. Check this. I mean, if I'm wrong, you can always like, share on the comments and tell me that I'm wrong. What is that? Okay, what is that? Where is my ChatGPT? Okay. See, this is ChatGPT reads the whole thing for me, so it knows the right thing. Are you sure on this? Is it the input of the dry signal, or just you can ask more questions? So basically adjust the level of input signal going to the dry. Okay, now it says this. It does not affect the level of the dry signal directly. Okay, so it doesn't affect the level. Includes saturation, process signal. Turn up the dryer, increase the loudness of the input signal that is being, okay, now it makes more sense, right? This is how you can use ChatGPT for your benefit. So, okay, now we get this. Now we know where to start at least, because these guys literally not gonna like, okay, and let's just make this loud. Okay, first thing is first, where is the corner? Normally, last night I was like trying to look for the minimal to make this plugin look like a little bit bigger, and I couldn't find. Normally we're supposed to have like lines on the corner of the plugins so we can actually, or something like this. There should be like a sign there so I should know where to go, but these guys didn't bother to put it. these guys didn't bother to put it there, so I had to literally look for it because there's nothing there. So I was like, because sometimes some plugins you have to click somewhere else and go to the settings and make it bigger, zoom it in, you know. There are different plugins, and this dude didn't bother to put like a steady corner lines here, so I had to look for it, you know. And I was like, wait, when I point my cursor here, I'm able to see it. Wow, really, guys? Why do you have to hide it? Like, why do you have to hide it? Like, just put it like a thing so that way I don't have to look for it. By the way, that's number one, right? The GUI. It's not helping me. Like, I literally, look, yeah, I literally had to look for this yesterday. Because again, we have different plugins. You have to find the settings and zoom in, zoom out that way. But when we have like a corner sign on a plugin, then we know that that's how we do it. But these guys didn't bother to put it there, you know. Like, you only see it when you point your cursor. Really, guys, hire some engineers. Sound theory, if you're watching this video. Okay, second thing is, okay, so this thing also was like hard to find. So I walk around, you know, on the app, and I'm like trying to see like something like settings, something to direct me. Nothing directs me. This little delta is gonna direct me, really? Like, and then I was like, okay, let me just click here. Maybe something comes up. Like, surprise, there's a menu here. My bro, can you just like make it a little bit, at least looks like a button? Or just make it like more nicer so I can actually tell it's not just the name of the plugin, because sometimes it's the name of the plugin there, right? And you click on it, nothing happens, right? Right? And there's like, look, Saturn, we have like a help button here. Like, we have a bunch of stuff. We can even like put like a full mode like this. It's super easy to see what plugin directs you to the right direction, guys. Good plugin, good GUI. So now on this one, I had to literally look for it. And then now I'm like, okay, let's try a difference. And this color, it's just killing my eyes. Nobody's gonna use it. Hire engineers, remove. This is like, are you kidding me, my bro? Kidding me? And this is just like, again, too difficult on the eyes. It's not a column color. Killing my eyes right now. And this one, again, also, you use like some neon elements on the plugin. Are you kidding me? Like, these colors, like the verse, this is, again, it's killing my eyes. Again, same thing. This one, oh my god, like this contrast that you created here, it's ridiculous. Like, change it. Only this one is okay, dark, because it's not killing my eyes. I'm supposed to look at this thing, guys, for hours. This is also nice. This is also nice. 3 things. Like, all these are ridiculous. Like, nobody's gonna use this. Like, right now, the moment I look at it, it just kills my eyes. Like, these are terrible. I'm sorry. We're not paying for this stuff. We're paying for like usable. Like, is it usable? And can I use this? Right? Let's keep it warm so that way I don't kill your eyes. Let's keep it dark, maybe. Okay. Now we have this. We know what to do. Pushing the drive. So this is a beat. Let's go, guys. What we can do with it. Oh, plugin suggests us to do the match first, right? So when I push the drive back, nothing happens. First of all, when you pay for a plugin, you have to think like, how can you use this? Where can you use this? Right? What is the reason that make you want to use this plugin? Most of the YouTubers that I've seen, like I've seen like 2-3, they just demonstrate this thing on a stupid drum loop, and drum loop keeps repeating, meaning like there's nothing else, only the drums. So why would you want to just like add it to a real track? And then I saw they add this to a mix box, and it completely kills the whole thing. It destroys the low end. Like, it doesn't give you the exact. Anyways, let's just demonstrate right now. the moment I push the drive, my low end, good luck. My low end is short. You don't want to use that and the low end, guys. You don't want to distort the low ends. Are you kidding me? Like, we don't use it. We don't, I mean, there's some different cases that you can you may want to like distort the low end, but you can't distort the whole low end. It doesn't translate well on the small speakers, and like it doesn't translate well. You can't distort the entire low end signal. That's why we have multiband, because we don't want to distort the low end. Do you get what I mean? Like, okay, so now these guys put like a low shit, okay. Because now when I push this is like distorting the low end. So I'm not distorting the low end, not right now. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it. Let's just double check on the, because I don't want to guide you guys wrong. What does this low shift button on the plugin do? Apply specifically to a lower across. Does it work? Adjust. Okay. Base part of it sound more colorful without changing the loudness. Oh, okay, without changing the loudness. Okay, but it's like distorting right now. Let's just listen to the low band, so you can actually solo the bands like this. This is terrible. Horrible, guys. So you never want to use this on a low end. That's number one, right? Again, don't do it. So what I do, guys, even though I put the low shit all the way low, like literally, I believe this is like when you put it on -6, it's not supposed to distort the low end, right? But it does. Look. Because I'm playing with the drive knob, but I need to play with the drive knob because I want to adjust this. So how do you guys expect me to like saturate? Like, how do you guys? Okay, let's just go to the mid. But okay, so another thing about the GUI. So now I go here. I'm supposed to go do this. Really? Why couldn't you guys just do it like, how do they say it? Do they say it in English as the vertical? Like to the left and right. So I could just adjust those bands to the left and right instead of up and down. Like, oh, of course, because we put the buttons here. Why not put the buttons number here, number 2 here, why not put the buttons here and then put the bands here on the side, and then I could just put left and right and I can adjust them so it will be more user friendly for me. Because I cannot put, you know, go left and right because you guys put the buttons here. That's your issue. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, what is a single thing doing? It doesn't do anything. This is like a dry and wet. This is nothing. But how do we eliminate this low end thing it did here? It still distorts the low end. Guys, do you see that? Do you hear that? Look. I have to take it to the 0 so that way it won't distort the low end. But if I take it to the 0, then I'm not going to have any processing on. Then why am I using this plugin? Ridiculous. Okay. again, then I can't. If I just low shift, I'm trying to eliminate the low end. Let's ask ChatGPT, how can we eliminate this low end distortion on this plugin? I turn down the low shift button knob all the way down, but still distorts the low end. Why and how? Let me give you my settings on this. I dialed in so you can give me more accurate input. My chat GPT. Guys, when you are talking to chat GPT, be more friendly because it gives better answers. You're not gonna believe in this, but I tested a bunch. If you're like more friendly, if you're more nicer, it gives you more detailed answers. You're not gonna believe in this. Test this for yourself. I swear to God, like just be more nicer, and it just tells you more details. It gives you better attention. I don't know how those guys did it, but yeah. Okay, so my drive is like, let's just put the 5 dB. I can't dial this stuff in. Okay, great. I like to dial the stuff in like this. 5 dB. My low shit. I'll just do this. And why do I have to double click? You guys are 4. Okay, so let's say low shit minus. It's ridiculous. Low shift, like change the name of the buttons. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make any. I feel like somebody just made this plugin. This person, I feel like this person probably is not even a music engineer or anything. I feel like they just hire somebody and put random button names, because low shift, when you say low shift, it has a name on equalizers on the spectrum, like low shift. You're shifting the low. What do you mean? Like, bro, find a better names for the buttons. Doesn't make any sense to me as a user. Like, yeah, anyways, so -6 mid shift, was it -12 or 12? High shift. I can't believe you can only have like 3 bands. Why not 4? Why not 5? Why not 6? I mean, yeah, you can have 4 bands on Saturn. I'm gonna talk about Saturn later. Let's just go back to our plugin. 4 dB. Okay. -6, 12, 4. -6, 12, 4. 4 dB. And what else? Drive knob 5 dB. Yeah. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT thinks about this. Never updated. With your current settings, low end is still experiencing distortion because of the overall drive settings interaction between different parameters. So it's interacting with the other parameters. Lower the drive. Really? Why? But it's not supposed to interact. Like, if it's gonna, it shouldn't be included. Like, you can't use this. You can't use this on a mix box, guys. Like, trash. Like, oh my god, sorry to say this. Band transition frequency. Okay, so we can review the band transitions. Maybe we can do this. Let's just put like 130. And the default setting should be 130 anyways. Why did you guys give me like some random low end number, 300 something? Low end means like anything below 200, 130. Why did you guys like something completely weird? And over 3K, it's not highs. Guys, like, so high, I'll just do 5. Mids, I don't get it. Like, ridiculous. Anyways, so again, I feel like somebody, like, yeah, whoever designed this plugin, like, has no clue on what we are actually doing, what music producers actually do, like, what we do, engineers do, you know, like, ridiculous, so funny. Okay, so ChatGPT is helping me, thank you. Keep low end, okay, I did it. Mid shift lower to 8 dB, okay, let's do it. Lower to 8 dB. Seems like I was driving the mid shift too much. That's why it was affecting the low end. It was still distorting my kick. But I thought we were just separating those, no? So if you're not separating this correctly, then what type of multiband? What is the cross points? Because let me talk about this like engineer language. So we have like, when you like create these stuff, guys, these are like cross points, right? Crossover points, right? Yeah, you can actually, yeah, I didn't know we could just do 5 on, oh, we can do more? Oh, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't know, see? I thought it was only 4 for Saturn. You can have like 6 bands on Saturn and you can do only like 3 bands here. And you have to set them up nicely here. Otherwise it's gonna screw it up for you anyways, right? Laughing, literally laughing. Okay, let's go back to ChatGPT because this plugin is not user-friendly, so I'm getting help. Lower to 8 dB, lower to 2 dB. Okay. Okay. All right, 8 dB. So I lowered everything. Now let's demonstrate. How about the drive knob? Lower to 2 dB. Why? Why? Maybe I want a lot of drive. Okay, I do it for you. Fine. Okay, now it doesn't distort the low. Okay. Okay. It doesn't distort the low now, but now it doesn't do anything else. Are you guys kidding me? Like, it's like, do you expect us to pay for this? It doesn't do anything, guys. Let's do it. I'm just gonna mute this stuff. I'm gonna get rid of this. Let's just play with the drums. It doesn't do anything. By the way, how do you like my beat? It's killing it, right? Yeah. Mama produces, so. So I'm literally pushing the mid shift and high shift, and let's see if it's gonna affect the low end. Oh, it's because bypass, that's one. 1 second. Because my drive is not up there. Guys, if I don't push the drive, it's not gonna do anything. But if I push the drive, it's gonna kill the low end. Like, why can't I push the drive? I don't get it. I'm supposed to push the drive to get something out of this thing. Because if I don't push the drive, check this, nothing. By the way, I don't like doing this to my highs. Like, it just makes it like too harsh. That's another story. What type of saturation is this? Because it makes it harsh. Because, oh, God, I can't believe this, guys. I can't even believe I'm doing this video. Okay, let's just take these stuff and get rid of everything. By the way, what you can do on Saturn, like when you have like bands like this, guys, you can just select all these, right? And then you can just click on this X and then you get rid of it. So you can start from scratch, right? So Saturn gives you like all these like different stuff. So let's say for my highs, I may actually, you know, get like some warm tube saturation, you know. Let's just get rid of this Kraftur thing. And you can solo like this. You can choose the type, right? This is too much. That makes it harsh. So you're making a multi-band saturation, but you don't even tell me what type of saturation it is. And if I move one of these knobs, if I drive this knob, then my low one is being screwed. Meaning I can't use it in the mix bus. And I can't use it and I can't use it in the master. Let me tell you the reasons. Let me tell you those reasons, my friend. I can't use it in the master. So, because I want to be able to see how much I'm clipping here. I want to be able to see my meters. Where's the meters? So imagine I'm a mastering engineer, right? Let's just think about it. Mastering engineers are just going to look at the meters and dial stuff in, because they have to be super precise with their decisions. So most of the time, guys, you're not going to see mastering engineers like playing with the knobs like this, like trying to find something fun. You're not going to see beef producers do that. Mixing engineers may do that, try to find something fancy maybe, but mastering engineers, most of the time you're going to see them clicking here. In this one, I don't know why I have to double click. Ridiculous. So you're gonna see mastering engineers dial in exact numbers most of the time, and you're gonna see mastering engineers checking their meters, like how is it affecting the overall loudness, and checking their spectrum. Like this spectrum doesn't give me anything. That's number one. And there's the metering here. By the way, this sounds crap. It sounds like harsh. I can't use it. I'm not gonna use it. I don't know what type of saturation this one has. Let's ask ChatGPT. Kraftur, is there a way to the Yeah, let's just ask ChatGPT. We're doing this right, guys. This is like a real channel, guys. Real user. Okay. About unique type of saturation. Unique. What does that mean? Okay, so Kraftur plugin applies a unique type of saturation that is designed to enhance loudness while preserving the integrity of the audio dynamics. Saturation is being tailored to avoid artifacts typically associated with saturation software method, providing a more control. What does unique mean? Is that gonna sound? How is that different than other? Let's see, guys. It refers to distinct approach applying saturation different from more traditional methods. Okay, non-standard methods. Does not rely on conventional digital signal processing DPS techniques. Instead, it uses primary algorithm designed to avoid the common artifacts. But I'm getting so much artifacts. What are you talking about? Like, I am actually hearing like really ridiculous Like when I apply, I can apply to my highs. This type of saturation, whatever saturation they have in here, I can apply to my highs. It sounds, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like it sounds like trash. Oh my god, it hurts my ears, guys. Like I can't do it, but I can do it on Saturn. Check, I can do it on Saturn. Look, gentle, subtle, and tube. Clean, I don't like it on clean. Tube, yeah. Oh, that's too bad. So the saturation type is very important. This tube was bad. Warm tube maybe. Bad. I don't like it. Which one was that? Gentle. Yeah, this is much better. So it's like this, but I push it. Just because it's more gentle, I can push a little bit more because I applied a different, like a nice gentle type of saturation. That way I will avoid those crashes, like harsh sounding, like it's gonna eat people's ears, you know. Good luck with that, my bro. I won't use it on the highs. I can't use it on the lows. Where am I gonna use it? On the mids? Okay, let's try. I'm gonna give you another shot. Okay, so let's just get rid of the highs. So it did do a good job with the highs. It didn't do a good job with the lows, right? Okay, now we have all this left. Mid shift. Okay. Oh, I'm still listening to highs, sorry. Distort. So okay guys, so yeah, this is super confusing to you. The whole plugin is super confusing. So let me explain you. When you go here, you lower the amount of it. When you go here, you increase the amount of it. And there's like a link button here. You can also like move all of them together, but I linked it. Now none of them is gonna move together. Do you see this? Like, really? Look at this, guys. You can't move it because I linked it. So I was not supposed to link it? Okay. Oh, all of them at the same time, then you can link it. Link is not gonna do anything for us here. We're not gonna link anything. Don't force us to link stuff. It sounds distorted. It sounds trash. So this button is unnecessary. Remove it. Yeah. And this one, like whatever you guys are, what type of saturation is this? Like, it sounds like trash. Look at my lows. My lows are distorted, guys. Check the lows. Whatever I do here also affects the lows, and it's not a pleasant way. I'm not even gonna get into this offset knee thing. Like, why do I even need it? Oh, it's gonna be more gentle? Okay, so how about... This one is... Yeah, guys, you don't need that. Okay, that's another story. Let's just... Okay, now let's stop. Okay, so now look at this one. We have dry, we have single, we have multi. What does this single refers to? Because again, plugin is just like, oh my cows. Which band? Single band person, but which band? Entire what? Set to single. The entire frequency spectrum on the audio signals version uniformly. Okay, so it's just for all of them. So I'm supposed to randomly add multibands, and I'm adding a little bit of single on the entire sound. But I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. On the mix bus, I wouldn't want to do that. I have my kick, I have my low end. This is like not a good way. This is not a good saturation that I can totally like mix and match everything. It's not, it doesn't sound like a quality type of saturation. And this is my single band. Okay. And this is affecting the single band, the overall thing. Okay. Okay, so okay, I get it. Okay. I wouldn't use it like this. I wouldn't make use of the single band. First of all, remove this like this triangle. You don't have to do this. Like, there's no reason. All we need is like a dry and multi-parallel. And we have this on Saturn. Check this, guys. So on Saturn, right, you create these bands yourself. You set your cross points like really nicely. You look at you see it on the spectrum, so you can actually adjust those. You can solo them, all that good stuff. And then once you're done, you go to this dry wet knob. Check this, guys. You go to this dry wet knob. This is your overall saturation that you applied. It does the same thing. It does the same thing when you go here, dry and wet, dry. And so this is multi, right? So it's like it's doing the same thing, but it just basically does the same move between Kraftur, this dry and multi knob. And that's how you do it on the Saturn. So this is your like parallel knob. This is like a parallel knob on the Kraftur. But again, like I don't understand the single thing. What is it like? What does this mean? So on Saturn, we have something like this. So we have this feedback knob. What happens, like it takes the whole signal and, right, you process the whole signal, you saturate and all that stuff. It takes the whole signal, it adds it back as a feedback. So it adds that saturation, it saturates it again. So it does another parallel for you. And check this on Saturn. Look at this. We have on Saturn, this is the biggest thing. You click on this, you have mid-side. Let's say you want a little bit of saturation on the vocals, right? You just pick the area for the vocals are present, right? And then you go here, mid-side. You just increase it. Yeah, you just play with it. You increase the mid. You increase the mids. You go to mid, right? And then you increase that. Only the mids. Or you can just go here to sides, and you can only increase the sides. You can apply mid-side saturation. That's incredible. Like the stuff that you can do. This, again, this is a super tool. This is a toy to play with. And another point that I'm gonna make, what type of phasing equalizer this thing is using? Type of EQ is used on this multiband thing on Kraftur. Is it linear? Am I causing any phase? Advanced filtering techniques? Don't tell me advanced, tell me. There's an over the top of EQs. Band frequency allows you to control over the frequencies, low, mid, okay. Advanced filtering. Non-explicit mention in the you know, it doesn't tell me if it's a linear. Phase issues. Minimum phase filters. It uses minimum phase. Oh, why not linear? Because we have the linear option here on Saturn. Because I know mastering engineers, I mean, this is not a plugin that you can put on individual tracks, guys. This is a plugin that you probably were supposed to like put, because if it's a multiband, then you're supposed to put it on a mix bus or something. And I don't think I'm gonna get good results with it on the individual channels anyways. We have a bunch of great saturators for individual bands. It's just gonna make it sound super complicated. And can you use it on the individual channels? Let's check that. I am looking at the real life scenarios. I'm gonna turn this off. 27% of my CPU gone just with one plugin. Turn it on. 34. What do you think of this? 27 to 34 is almost like 77% of my CPU gone. So let me turn on Saturn. It's less, 30%. 27, 30, 31. Kraftur, 34. Why? It doesn't do anything good for me. Why? I feel sorry. Oh my god. Okay, so that's another reason. So you wouldn't be able to use it on the individual channels. Like, come on, you're not gonna need it. We got really good saturators to put it on the single band. And we're not gonna need it. And this is like literally presented to use it on a mix bus. So we have this cool features, not cool features, cool looking, but trash in my opinion. Okay, so now you get the idea. Let's talk more about, oh my god, I don't want to forget my points, but look at this again. Mastering engines are always gonna want to look at the meters, and meters not telling me anything, doesn't give me anything. So the clipping, I don't get like, you know. Okay, let's just try it. So guys, like I'm like setting the ceiling of my clipping, right? 0. My gain 0. It doesn't show me how much I'm clipping. What am I doing here exactly? I'm setting the ceiling for the clipper, but I don't even see how is it like actually clipping. Okay. Guys, I didn't even understand if I was clipping until it started to distort. Are you kidding me? This is how I find out I'm actually clipping. Okay. And good to know at least, right? Gives you like a sign at least to tell you that, hey, you're clipping. Whoa, your clipper actually works. But I didn't realize because it just doesn't give me any numbers. So I had to literally like distort it so I can find out if it's actually clipping something. You got sick of this part of the beat. Let's just try it on somewhere. Oh, no, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Oh, I don't want that. I want to go back to the maybe beginner. Yeah. I didn't want to talk about the low end. Oh. That's it, guys. Like, I feel like there's nothing else to talk about. Like, and then let's see if we touch our points. Okay. Where's the preset library? Oh my god, I almost forgot this. Okay, imagine you're a beginner, right? Because this is totally, these are not professional tools. Only a beginner can really benefit from this. Like, play with it and get fancy with the stuff. Like, just the visualizer. I'm just talking about the visualizer. The saturation that are being applied to my ears is not a pleasant type of saturation, right? So only a beginner really like could really have fun with this because it looks very cute. Yeah, distort the shit out of the whole thing if you want. That's the only way to have fun with this thing. Anyways, so okay, so if imagine that I'm the market, right? So this is definitely not for professional market. Now it makes sense. Now we figured it out. How about the beginners? Can they play with it? Yeah, they can distort the whole thing. I hear it all the time. It's normal. I used to do that thing too, so it's not a big deal. But beginners are gonna need preset library. Where's the preset library? No preset library. These dudes didn't bother to put like a preset library. Go on Saturn. You're gonna see like bunch of ridiculous, beautiful, like nice presets that you can start. You can use them as a starting point. Crush MD, Driven Tube. You know, you can just use it like a starting point so you can play with it later. Sounds nice. Look at this. Sounds. Oh my god. So you can really use Saturn on the individual channels as a beginner. If you're a beginner, if you want something like fancy, interesting, Saturn-y vibe, and if you want something interesting, then you can totally like use the patterns like stuff here. In fact, there's a really cool trick that you can do if you're a beginner, if you're watching this, like you can just put this on a lo-fi mode, and then when the chorus hits, it goes back to the zero saturation, right? So on the verse, you have this lo-fi, right? And on the chorus, this is verse, right? Now let's check this. Yeah. Do you see? You can actually create that contrast on the Saturn. You can like literally, it doesn't matter, guys. If you're a beginner, if you're pro music project, it doesn't matter. Like you can totally, presets are something that you can totally benefit from. And I know mastering engineers scrolling through presets. I know mixing engineers scrolling through presets. So many Grammy engineers are scrolling through presets. So many great, oh my god, like Weekend's producer Elangelo is scrolling through presets. Like Stargate, Sam Smith, they produced Sam Smith. They didn't even bother to scroll through presets. They just take the default sound. The first preset came to their mind, like it was the first preset, and they just use it. So everybody is using presets. Where is the preset library? Where is the preset library? Trash. Goodbye. I'm sorry, guys. I can't believe I'm saying this. Like, it's totally fine. Like, if Sound Theory, Kraftur, guys, like, you reach me, I help you make this plugin incredible. I totally can help you with this. I did consultation for plugins before in my past life. I was about to say in my past life. Like, you don't have to do this. Like, hire somebody, hire some consultation. Like, use us, use our feedback. Man, what do you want me to say? Like, I can't compliment on this. Like, I'm trying. What else? Where's the meter if it's upper? Where's the mid side? Of course, the multiband saturation. Even though they don't want to say it, it's like the worst multiband saturation ever. Anyways, okay, oversampling linear. Where's the oversampling? Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, so it doesn't do the linear, so it looks like it's actually using minimum phase. Okay, fine. How about what was I gonna ask? How about oversampling? Okay. Incorporates oversampling as part of its processing. Okay, at least. So it's already oversampling mode. Okay, primarily to enhance the quality of the audio processing, reduce the lifetime. Okay, it's oversampling. Okay, purpose, increase internal. Okay, reduction. Aims are using lower sum. Okay. Implemented. Why specific details on the exact oversampling to ATJ used in Kraftur are not detailed in the manual? Are you kidding me? So you don't want to tell me my oversampling rate on this plugin? You just don't want to like tell me why? Why? I want to know why. Like, so on Saturn, like we have at least off, we have good, and we have super B. And when I change between these modes, my CPU is the same. Check this. And if I put a linear, I can actually put in a linear, so that way my crossover points are going to be like nicer. I'm not going to cause any shift. So right, and I'm only at 28, 33. Oh my god, they're incredible presets. I didn't even, oh my god. Like I didn't even realize that we have like all these cool presets here on this one. You can choose like, let's say if it's this one, you can choose different. You can choose like, tube clean for this one. You don't have to like increase it. For this one, you can just choose something else, like whatever feels like nice warm transformer. Like, you choose pick take it. You can just select different saturation for each bands, and you can just blend all of them back in with this thing, and you can A/B with this thing, and this is your output. You can just go play with your output. Yes, we don't have a gain match on this. It's totally fine, but we have like all these really cool features, man, like safe. So these linear thing makes it pro. This high quality thing is related to oversampling and makes it pro. Then you don't want to give me any information about this the plugin that I purchased from you guys. Like, you don't give me any information on the aliasing. It's very important, especially when you're like putting on like a mix. Man, like it's important. Like, again, where's that? Yeah, it doesn't give me any information. Yeah, nothing. I can't believe I'm like literally trashing this plugin right now. I didn't want to. I had to. Like, everybody was like complaining on this, like promoting this thing. Usable for everything? No, definitely no. I wouldn't use it for anything. Oversampling? No. So let's just rate. Multiband enhancer, is it like enhancing? Is it like enhancing in a multiband? No. Okay, no, that's my answer. Reason why you should, oh, I told the reason. Where's the preset library? Does it have a preset library? No. Metering, bad. I would rate this like 0 out of 10, literally. Where's the mid side? No, I mean, give me more features. You're not giving me any features. So what type of saturation? No info. Oversampling? No info. Usable for everything? No, definitely not. So this plugin's I can easily say that this plugin's a trash. Don't pay for it. Now let's just look at the money. How much is this? What is this plugin right now? Let's see if ChatGPT knows. Okay, so let's just check sound area. Yeah. Let's check, guys. How much is this? I'm just gonna do the whole video on this. I told you that I would. Oh my god, get 30% discount. Okay, let's try to buy it. Let's see how much. $69. So it's gonna be like 99 bucks something by the time it's like really. Don't pay for this, guys. So now let's go oh my Saturn. Saturn, let's see. Plugin price. 65. I can't believe this thing is $55. Oh, that's just an upgrade, of course. I'm sorry, guys. I purchased like long ago. Yeah. Guys, this is Saturn is a super tool. So I'm not gonna like praise Saturn today, but I just wanted to like show you like a difference between a super tool. There's something because super tool, you can use it on single channels and you can use it on a master bus. It gives you the like variety options. It gives you all the interesting presets. It gives you it gives you ability to dial in for real. There is some crazy stuff that you can do on Saturn that I didn't even talk about yet. Like I was gonna like, but our video is like too long, 1 hour now. I didn't even talk about those stuff. You can literally like assign LFOs. Let's say when the kick hits, you don't want bass to be saturated too much, right? And then you just inverse the LFO, and then that way when the kick hits, you get the clean kick, but the rest of the bass is like saturated. So you literally assign like ridiculous stuff here. This is like one of the most cool. This is, I think Saturn is the best multi-band saturation in my opinion in the market. So this is a super tool. This is not a plugin, guys. This is a super tool. Go pay for it. You're not gonna regret. But this thing, $69 is gonna be $100 in 3 months. I doubt that nobody's gonna buy this. I'm 100% sure. Well, beginners can buy it. So yeah, there's like a $100, $69, $120. I will just pay for Saturn. I will just use it on Saturn on everything. I will use Saturn on everything, guys. Like literally everything. This is something you can use on everything. Really cool stuff. And you can use it on Master Bus too, which is incredible. Like this is because you can literally dial in. This has like all this really cool stuff. These are high quality stuff. You can really use this on a master. You can use it on a stereo file. Yeah. Okay, so trash. Let's see what is next that we're gonna do. You know what, before we go, let's just dial something with Saturn so we can have like a pleasant. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm not gonna be able to dial in something that fast. Dope. All right, guys, so you get the idea, right? I mean, it sounded so nice. Oh my god, let's just play one more time. Because with the Saturn, I really liked. Guys, on Saturn, you have like a little like an equalizer here, like literally. On each of them, you have like a different equalizer. Check this. So this one, let's say this one and get a little bit hard, so I can like dial back and make the equalizer. course, I don't recommend saturating the low end like that, but you get the idea, right?
Said no to ya. Do something new for me. Said no to ya.
I love this thing on the mix.
Said no to ya.
Yeah, I literally mimic the vocals. Super cool. Okay, that's it, guys. That was Kraftur. Welcome to Trashing Your Plugins Part 1. Take care. See you. Stop.